Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I wanted to share my Amazon favorites to support a healthy and simple lifestyle. So if you're new here, my name is Tori and I love creating videos that really help encourage you to take little baby steps towards living a healthier life. And I thought what better way to do that than to share my favorite Amazon purchases that really just help you do this and that make healthy living really simple for you. So I'm sure if you clicked on this video, you obviously love Amazon just like I do. I love that there's so many different options. I love that I can read reviews on different options and really get high quality products for such a good price. And that being said, I also do really value supporting local shops as well, but there's just a time and place to get awesome products for really cheap online. So the first product that I wanted to share is my metal reusable straws. I love these. I use this every single day. I always put one in my water that I just sip on throughout the day and it helps me drink way more water. Personally, I prefer the straight straw over the one with the bend in it. That's just because I'm like a weirdo and I feel like the bent ones like harbor bacteria. I don't know. Especially if you're using them with like a smoothie or something. I'm just so scared that there's gonna be like smoothie stuck in the straw. That's so gross. And then of course I'll have the straws that I have linked down below in the description, but make sure you get a package that has like the little bristle brush, and that just really helps make sure that they get cleaned. And obviously you don't need like 10 straws. I just ended up with a lot because people have like given them to me in like Christmas gifts stuff, but it's nice to have a couple for when you have friends over or whatever. Okay, and then the second item is these amber spray bottles. I have several of these. I love using them. This is just my like all-purpose cleaner that I use every single day. I just kind of have it out. I love that these are pretty, and if I leave it like out by my sink, it like still looks pretty and it's not this like ugly like neon green spray bottle or something. I also love that they're zero waste or like less waste, because I just make my own cleaner and I just like keep refilling the same bottle. You don't always have to have a new spray bottle. I've had really good luck with the ones that I've bought. I haven't had any issues with like the sprayer wearing out or anything. They always seem to spray really good, and this specific bottle is probably almost 3 years old, so that's awesome. I also have these little ones. I have one that's for like a bug spray for my plants. I have one that's just water for my plants. I have one that's like a hairspray that I've made. So yeah, I really love these amber spray bottles. Definitely recommend those. Okay, and then the next item is this Castile? I don't know. Soap. I use this stuff for everything. This is so good to make different cleaners. This is what I use in like the bug spray that I just mentioned with my amber bottles. I also use this to make my own hand soap. I use this to wash my dog. Like, we use this stuff for so many things in our house, and it's super concentrated. So this bottle, sometimes I buy like the really big bottle. I think the little ones were on sale when I bought this, but you only need like a small amount of this and then you always dilute it with water. So this stuff lasts forever. I always buy the unscented because I personally just don't like fragrance in my products, and I think Dr. Bronner's probably uses like a pretty pure fragrance oils in their products. But personally, I would rather scent it to myself with my own essential oils, so that is what I choose to do. So yeah, the unscented one is actually like, it says it's like a baby product, but I just use this one. I really like it. It says that you can use it for like hand or body wash, shaving cream. You can use it to wash dishes. You can use it to wash laundry. You can use it to mop your floor. So the stuff is so versatile. I love it. I always have this stuff in my house. Okay, the next item that I love is oils, and not essential oils. I do not recommend buying essential oils from Amazon, but carrier oils are awesome. So basically a carrier oil is something like avocado oil, jojoba oil, almond oil, fractionated coconut oil, and I love buying these on Amazon because they have so many different options. I always make sure I buy one that says it's 100% pure, and make sure that you read the ingredients, and the only ingredient should be like avocado oil. It shouldn't be like avocado oil and like 8 other things, because then it's not 100% pure. But they might trick you and they might still write 100% pure on it. Avocado oil is one of my favorites. I also have grapeseed oil that I use to take my makeup off. And if you're not aware, different oils have different properties, especially if you're using them on your skin and especially on your face. There's different ones based on if you have oily skin or dry skin or acne prone skin. So yeah, I love using these on my skin for different things, and I often buy them from Amazon because I just find that the prices are really good and you can get like high quality products. And again, I'll have the ones that I like tagged below in the description because there's like a zillion different ones and it's hard to know which ones are good and which ones aren't. So I will tag the ones that I use, and I've been really happy with them. Okay, the next product is this activated charcoal teeth whitening. I love this stuff. Admittedly, I don't use this as often as I should. I just like kind of forget. But I really do like it, and I do find that it makes a difference on how white my teeth are. This one is spearmint flavor. Honestly, in the future, I would probably buy like unflavored, if that's a thing. I don't know if that's a thing. But I like this if you've never used charcoal powder before for your teeth. It makes your teeth like super black. It's really scary, and then it makes your sink really black, but it actually leaves your teeth whiter after. So yeah, I really like this, and it's obviously so much safer than conventional whitening products on the market. And I think it works just as well. I often have people comment on how white my teeth are, and I only use natural products on them, so that's awesome. Okay, the next item is cookbooks. So I have a few different cookbooks here that are like healthy eating options. I love the Oh She Glows Everyday cookbook. This is awesome. It's all plant-based recipes with beautiful photos, which we all know that that matters the most. Can anyone else like not read a cookbook that doesn't have photos of everything? Like, I literally can't make a recipe if I haven't seen what it looks like. Well, what is this pasta supposed to look like? How do I know if I'll like it if there's no photo? But I really like this cookbook, and for the most part it's not like super obscure ingredients. Some of the recipes have like more specific ingredients than others, but it doesn't have like 1,000 ingredients for every recipe, and I personally find that most of the ingredients are things that I keep in my house all the time anyway. I really love this. There's also just a regular Oh She Glows cookbook, I think. I don't have that one, but I've heard good things about both, and I always find that Amazon has good prices for books and cookbooks and stuff. And then these are just two other books. These are the Whole30 books. I don't follow Whole30 all the time, but I do really love it, especially if you are trying to make big lifestyle eating changes. I do recommend the Whole30 program. It really just helped my husband and I recreate our habits and stop eating things like pasta and bread and stuff all the time and replace those with better alternatives. And if you do Whole30, I 100% recommend this book. It's the original Whole30 book. I also have the Whole30 cookbook, but if you're just getting started, I recommend buying this. It's like $20. It's totally worth it, and I love this book because it explains the whole program so much better than you're gonna find anywhere online. It explains why you can and can't have different products, and it just has good recipes. So if you're thinking about doing Whole30, which I do like the Whole30 program, it's definitely really hard, so I don't do it all the time, and it's not meant to be a program that you do all the time, which they talk about in the book. It's not meant to be like a lifestyle thing. It's meant to be like a 30 to 60 day like reset. If you're thinking about doing it, I really recommend this book. But both of them are good for recipes and inspiration. And we still follow so many of these recipes now because it's all just like veggies and meat, which is how we try to eat most of the time anyway. So there's a lot of recipes in here that we still like and still use. But of course there's like a zillion healthy cookbooks on Amazon that you could look into. But yeah, it's just a good place. And I love cookbooks so much more than like I actually would prefer to like scroll to like flip through a cookbook as opposed to scrolling on my phone looking through Pinterest. Obviously I like both of those, but there's just something about like a physical cookbook that I really love. Okay, the next item is my Jade Ruler. This is another product that I don't use as often as I should, but when I do use it, I really notice an improvement in how like plump, that's a weird word, but that's the only thing I can think of, my skin is. Like, it's just like firmer and like nicer. So I try to use this. Ideally I would use this every day. I do not do that, but I do really like it. This one is from Amazon, and it was cheap, and it's a really good one. So, and it's a really pretty color, so that's important. Okay, the next item is dryer balls, and I feel like I need to start juggling these or something, but I would drop them all, so I'm not gonna do that. But I love dryer balls. My dog also loves dryer balls and likes to pull them apart. I switched to dryer balls at least 2 years ago. If you're not aware of all the crap that's in your dryer sheets, definitely something that you want to stop using like today. They're just not good products. They're full of chemicals, and the chemicals are meant to stay on your clothes so that your clothes continue smelling like the dryer sheets. So you're actually like carrying those chemicals around with you on your clothes, and then they rub off onto your skin, and it's just like a bad situation all around. So if there's anything you're gonna take away from this video, I hope it's that you should stop using dryer sheets. And if you add essential oils to them, they make your laundry smell really yummy. And some people say that they help cut down dryer time. I honestly haven't paid enough attention if it does that. Okay, the next item is this tongue scraper. I wanted one of these for a while, and I just like didn't buy one, and I bought one recently, and guys, I love this thing. I'm not going to demonstrate how it works because that would be really gross, but basically, you like scrape your tongue, and it helps so much. It like basically scrapes all of the like white stuff off of your tongue, and I find that it lasts like even a couple, like more than a day before that like builds back up. So I really love these. They are very inexpensive. I don't use it every single day, but I do use it a couple times a week, and my mouth just feels so much cleaner since I started using this thing. Okay, the next thing This is something I love. These are menstrual cups, and this is the brand Salt. I have two of them. I think I have the small one. Yeah, small and regular size. I switched to a menstrual cup probably just about a year ago, and I love it. I will never go back. This is not the first brand that I used. The first one I used was also from Amazon. I'll have both of the different ones linked because I did like the other one also, but my dog ate it. So I replaced it. There is definitely a learning curve to using menstrual cups. And the learning curve is more for some people than it is for others. For me, it was a lot. And it definitely depends on the type of cup that you get. I think different brands are better for different people. Some of them are softer, some of them are firmer. Some of them are bigger. So if you're lucky and kind of figure out what type is going to be the best for your body before you buy it. But just know that there is a learning curve. If you can't figure it out the first day, the first week, or even the first month of using it, that's okay. Don't give up. It's so worth it. I've noticed a difference in my cramping. My cramping is less since I started using these. It's so much cheaper because you buy them one time, and this will last up to 10 years. So you spend like $30 in 10 years instead of I don't know, $10 every month or whatever. And my very favorite thing about these is, now I have so many favorite things. My other two favorite things are that they reduce so much waste. Just think about the amount of waste that using tampons or pads for 10, 20, 30 years of your life makes. And I also love that you can wear them for hours and hours. And when I get a good seal, at first I found that there was some leaking because I wasn't used to putting them in, but now I have no leakage, and it's so awesome because I don't worry about it all day long. And you don't have to change it all the time. But I really love Salt. I love their mission behind what they do. Their mission is also to empower and educate and provide women who don't have the knowledge or the resources for their periods. They provide them with education and with supplies. So I think that's so cool. I don't think that there should be women in the world who are being shunned or just losing out on experiences because of their period, because we all have periods. I just think it's really cool what they're doing, and I really recommend these. That was a lot of talking about period cups, but really love these. Okay, and then my last item is 7,000 pounds. This is my cast iron pan. I have talked about this before, but I love this thing. I use it every single day to make pretty much everything. The only thing I don't make in it is if I'm making one pan Mexican rice or something. And the only reason I don't is because it's not big enough. But I want to buy a second one that is big enough, and I will throw away my non-stick pan that's not non-stick anymore because I love this thing. It is amazing. It's dirty right now because we don't really clean it out in between uses. It just sits on our stovetop, and yeah, it just sits there. We don't put it away because I literally use it every single day. I love this. This is the brand Lodge, which is the brand that I recommend. They're made in the US. Most cast iron pans are made in China, and the regulations are just a little bit different about what chemicals that you can use in them. So Lodge is a really good brand. I think this was $29.99 in Canada, so if you're in the US it'll be even cheaper for you. But I seriously love this pan, and I put off getting a cast iron pan for years. I wanted one and I was scared because it was such a big change. I didn't grow up using them, and it just kind of freaked me out, and then I made the switch and I will never go back. I love it so much. I could talk about it all day long. It's just so much better. Your food tastes better, cooks nicer, and yeah, super recommend getting a cast iron pan if you've been on the fence about it. So those are all of my Amazon finds for you guys today. Let me know in the comments below which one's your favorite, and if any of these products are things that you are using in your own home already, I would love to hear which ones you already love. But if you haven't already done so, make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any future healthy and simple living videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.